Hello everyone, I'm back. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new subscribers. It's brilliant. I've actually got over 600 subscribers now. I can't believe it. It's taken a while to get to this point, but I enjoy what I do. It's not all about the numbers for me, but I do appreciate everyone that subscribes and is, you know, enjoying my content. It's fabulous and thank you so much. I appreciate you all. So yes, it is now May and I'm back with another hashtag grungy tag challenge 2026, which is hosted by Laurie at Pals of Paragraphs. And for May we've got Weave or Woven. And if this is the first video that you've watched of mine, I have done the previous challenges for the year, so just look back on my videos and you know, if you want to catch up, feel free. If you've got any questions or you know about anything that I create, please put them in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can and answer all your questions if I know the answers, that is. But yeah, so anyway, back to this month. We are doing Weave or Woven. So I have decided to do woven book pages. These are just pages from an old encyclopedia, but you can use any book at all. My only advice is to try and keep the pages at the same size. It just makes things easier in the long run. And as you can see here, I've coloured one. I've just dipped in some inks on this vintage photo and black soot on this page, and I've just left this one blank. And because they're going to be woven, you'll see the contrast, if you know what I mean. I first saw this a video from, it was Al John, I think. I'm talking a lot of years ago. If I can find the video, I'll try and link it down below. But she did woven book pages, and that's where I first learnt how to do it. So yeah, if I can find that video, I mean, it must be at least 5-6 years ago, but I shall do my best. Right, so with this one, let me have a look, see. Right, yeah, I'll just straighten these edges. I'll just get my, in fact, I'll do it with a, let's get me a ruler. I mean, you could quite easily just follow the text on these, but I like to make sure that I've got a straight line. In fact, I'll start at this side. I'm going to leave the top and the bottom margins, you know, that there. It'll become clear in a minute. And don't throw that away. You can, you know, stamp some numbers or whatever and make labels out of that. I'll do the same on the other side. So I hope you're all well and enjoying your spring. We've just had May Day here. So we had a bank holiday, although I was working. So what I'm doing here now is just folding this up. I'm trying to get it as even as possible, because that's how I roll. And just fold that in half. And I'll just get my scissors. And what I'm going to do here is just cut some lines, and I'm just going up to the end of the text there, so that I'm not sort of cutting them off completely. I'm just leaving a gap, and it'll make things easier when we weave the other sheet through. And I'm going to stick to even numbers. It's just so that when you're weaving, you're going in, out, in, out. If I'm going in at that side, it'll end up in at the other side as well. So I'm going to keep even numbers. And I'm going to do wavy lines. And this is very similar to how Al John did it. It doesn't matter how wide or slim they are. I'm just going to stop at the end of the text there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There we are. I'm just going to open that up. And there I've got all your, and because they're all together there, it makes it less fiddly. And what I'm going to do here is just cut some strips. And because you've got book pages, they're both the same size, your strips are going to be the right size. I'm just going to cut the white bit off there. And again, it doesn't matter how wide or slim your strips are. Obviously, the slimmer they are, the more you've got to weave. But you can do a mixture, you can do similar, whichever. Probably won't need that last one, but I'll go for it anyway. All right, so I've got the text on this piece here. I've got upright, so I'm going to do it the opposite way, you know, upside down. I'll start with underneath. So I'm going in and over, under and over, under and over. And like I say, as you can see, I've ended over. I've done one less than I wanted to do there, so let's just do another one. I'll just fold that up. Like I say, even cuts, not strips. I got confused and did even cuts. So that's one more there. Just get them right up. There we go. And yeah, the margins are different sizes. That's what's confusing me. Right, we'll start again. So yes, I'm upright with the text there. So I'm going upside down here. So under, over, under, over, under, over, and under. And because this bottom one is together, it just makes it a little bit easier. And what I like to do is just glue the last one at the end. I just like to glue them down. Just keeps them in place while you're doing your weaving. Right, so with this one we're going over because the last one was under. So over, under, over, under, over, under, over. It is a little bit fiddly, as you can see, but it's fairly forgiving. I do try and keep them as straight as possible. The simple reason it is text, and I'm sort of lining up the text there on that side too. I'll probably be cutting some of this down anyway because it's going to make a tag. So I'll just carry on weaving. And it's fairly straightforward. At the bottom it gets a bit fiddly. You can see you've got tabs there. They're going to be cut off. So that's not a problem. I'll just do it upside down. So that one's over, under, over, under, over, under, over. I'm just lining up my text. And under. And because these strips are still attached to the page, it is just so much easier. You know, I've not cut them off. But as you can see here, even though you might not be right up to the next strip, on here, that's not visible, so it's not that important. I do try to line them up, but if it doesn't quite work out, it's, like I say, it's quite forgiving. And if you're not using a glue that glues straight away, you can also readjust. And you just continue till you get to the bottom. Oh, making sure you alternate your unders and overs. So yes, what have you all been up to? I can't get grip there. Because I've just been working over the bank holiday. I've got a holiday coming up in June that I'm looking forward to. I feel like I'm ready for it. So we're just going under and over and under and over. And just gluing the end down. And you just keep going till you get to the bottom. I'm feeling this might be my last one. As you get to the bottom, it does get a bit more fiddly. You can just sort of push it through. Like so. So as you can see, that is fairly straightforward. That's unglued down. I'm quite happy with that. Let me just get some paper towel there. My glue seems to be overflowing. And get the needle back in. And what I like to do now is glue this to the cardstock that I'm using. I think what I'm going to do is just trim the end tabs off. Just so that you can see that if you don't get really close to each strip, it doesn't matter. Doesn't that look really good? So yeah, this is my tag size, which is 7 inches tall by 3 3/4 wide. So what I like to do here is I'm going to glue that to there really well, but I will be sewing around it as well. And I think for this I'm going to use a PVA just to make sure that it's really stuck down. Just get some in there. Just add a little bit of water to that. Just loosens the glue a little bit by adding a bit of water. Just take that off there. Old telephone books make brilliant glue pages. Just pop that in to some water. So I'm just going to turn this over just so that I can maximise. Let's make sure that's the upright way. That's it. I just want to be able to maximise the use of the woven paper so that I'm not wasting too much of it, because I might be able to use it on something else. But just gluing this down again helps to keep everything in place. But I will be sewing around it as well, like I say. So I'm just trimming the edges there. It's a nice scrap for later. That would make a nice little belly band there. So there we are. What I'm going to do now though is I'm gonna get something heavy on there and let it dry, and then I will be back. Okay, I shall see you soon. Hello, I'm back. So that tag's dry now, and I've just made it into a tag shape, and I've sewn around the edges. Am I recording? Yes. Just thought I'd double check the times I've done this before and I've gone so far. So yeah, that's where we're at now. I've got some little bits together as well, which I think might go well together, because we're just going to decorate it. And so I've just got a faux washi sticker there, which I think I might pop that there. I've got this lovely butterfly, which I think I might do over to the edge a bit, like that. There's a Tim Holtz label. I think I'll stick that one there. Might not use all of these, but then I might as well. So I can pop that there, and that there, and I've got a little one here that I could also pop on. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So I was going to have that over one night, so yeah, I'll put the butterfly down first, and I think we'll go for scorched timber around the edges. So yes, if you're taking part in the challenge, make sure you use the hashtag Grungy Tag Challenge 2026. And then we can see what we're all doing. Let me just get my bearings here. So I think we'll go like that. So I'll just keep that there a minute. But yeah, if you've not seen my previous video, it was a flip through of the botanical journal that I just completed. So if you're interested in that, please go take a look. I'll go like that. Oh, I'll just double check where I want this one. I'll just stick that one down quickly. That's already inked. But yeah, I've still not got any inspiration yet, except for my next journal. I'm sure that'll come soon. Let's get a washi sticker down. As you can see, the woven detail behind, you know, from the background. I mean, you could add splatters to that as well. I mean, I've got dark ink on the background there, so I didn't feel like it needed it. But I mean, honestly, you can do any colours you like. I mean, you can also use different cardstock, you know, or scrap paper, you know, any scrap paper, any scrapbook paper. could use digitals. But if you want to sort of use this method, this method, my only advice is to keep the pages the same size, just to make it easy on yourself. I mean, you can do, you know, strips separate if you like. It's just a bit more fiddly. I think I'll go over there with that. When I saw Al John making these, you know, a while back, I just loved the vintageness of the book pages and colouring them up and that. I thought it was a really good idea. This little tiny one. So right. Try and get them straight. Okay, I think that's enough decoration on there. I think I'll just trim that and then go around the edges. That's scorched timber again. I'll just round my corners at the bottom. I do like to do that. That's a little one. Just seems to finish it off. Oh. Okay, that's not going to play. I think on the other side I'll do vintage photo. Make sure my vintage washi, I like to burnish it down. They do seem to stick okay, but you just never know. I think it just helps to burnish them down. Make sure they really are stuck. And there's my tag. I'm not sure what topper I want to put on the top of there, so I'm going to leave it for now. But as you can see, the woven effect, it's really good, isn't it? So yeah, I'll try and find that video of Al John's. But I'm sure there's lots of videos out there of people weaving paper and various ways of doing it. So just pop that into the search engine, 'cause I'm sure plenty will come up. But I'll try and find Al John's for you and stick it in the link down below. I'll also link Laurie, who's hosting the Grungy Tag Challenge. I'll put that down in the description below. So that's it for me. So, flipping it, we're getting through this year. So June will be stamped. So I shall have to start thinking about that one. But for me, that's it for now. I hope you like what I've created there. And go make some yourselves. And, you know, I'll, you know, tag me and I'll take a look at them. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze then. I think it's turning into a cough. All right, guys. Before my voice completely goes again, honestly, these bugs that have been going around this year, I think I'm at the tail end of them now. I hope I am, because I've had it up to my, you know, up to the roof of my house with bugs. Anyway, take care, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks again to all my new subscribers. Hope you continue to enjoy the content here, and spread the word if you do. All right, then. I shall see you next month, if not before, but definitely next month for another hashtag grungy tag challenge. Bye for now.